Alright, so today we're going to do another iconic Hong Kong dish, which is the barbecue pork rice, Char Siu. Got the iconic Worcester bowl here. Alright, so without further ado, let's get at it. Alright, so first part is just to marinate the pork. We have our pork shoulder, aka pork butt here. So this is about 2.5 pounds. The reason why we like to use the pork shoulder or pork butt is that you have a pretty good ratio of fat and meat. So with Char Siu, which is the Chinese barbecue pork, fat ratio is very important. Some like it extra skinny, extra lean, and some like it fatty. I like it as a mix in between. This is a little bit too much fat, so just gonna shave some of that off. So we're just gonna slice it around. This portion is fine. This around, what is this? 2 inch of thickness or so. This one is a little bit too wide. Just slice that in half. So this is a relatively easy recipe. Just get everything marinated, ideally overnight. If not, at least 6 hours, I would recommend. So we have 3 strips here. This is a little bit bigger, but that's fine, not too bad. All right, so I have the marinade already situated, already put in. All right, so here is the marinade list. I will also add it on the video as well, the video description as well. I like to marinate in the bag. That's gonna be easier. And I did pour up like 2.5 tablespoons of the marinade, so I can use that later on when I'm braising, when I'm baking the meat. So it's a very easy recipe. Just get everything, all the ingredients in there, into the bag for the marinade, and marinate it overnight. Next day, about an hour or two, an hour and a half before you want to eat, just pull that bad boy out, let it rest for a little bit, and then put it in an oven a little bit over an hour, and you have dinner. Oh, sorry, missed one ingredient, which is this. Chinese is called Mui Guai Lo, which is cooking wine. It's rose flavored. I'm not sure how they got the rose flavored, but it smells like rose. We just need around a tea and a half, not too much, a tea and a half. So I'll put that later after I wash my hands. All right, so that's it. See you guys tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day. Got the pork Char Siu marinated for a day. Gonna take that out, lay it on the rack. I have the oven preheated for 400, so it's gonna take a little bit over an hour on this one. With the Char Siu, the good thing is that if you do have leftover, you can use it for fried rice, Singapore rice noodles. There's lots of things you can do with leftovers. So what I like to do is line up the sheet, put the rack on, and also put some water underneath. The reason why we want water underneath is that to prevent the burn, because when the dripping does come, if you don't have anything underneath, it's gonna have a burnt smell. All right, so pop that bad boy in the oven. We can flip it in around 30 minutes or so. And at that time, we're gonna braise it with the extra marinade that we saved. So see you guys in a bit. So been half an hour. So get this out of the oven. Give it a nice flip. and also braise it with the extra sauce, extra marinade that we saved up yesterday. And this will be a good time to refill the water beneath. So give it a braise first, then flip over and braise again. Look how good those look. So after we turn it around this time, turn it over this time, we're gonna come back in another half hour. Usually it's about an hour and a half or an hour 20 minutes or so. Depends on how thick you have it. You can definitely use a thermometer. Get the white temperature, search up what's the safe temperature for pork wise, and do it that way. But I've done this a few times, and I can kind of eyeball how the meat shrink to see it's ready or not. So definitely not ready right now. Okay, gonna get that back in the oven. And then while that is in the oven, we're gonna prepare our veggies. So let's get to that after we get this in the oven. Alright, now we're gonna prepare our veggies. So you can buy any type of veggies you like. Broccoli, if you like Chinese veggies, you can get some Hoisin. What I have here is gailan. It's kind of like Hoisin, but it's a little bit bitter, and it's thicker. So what I like to do with this, I like to snap off the leaves. If those are a little bit run down, you can just throw out those. And what I like to do is, because the bark here is a little bit chewy, so I like to remove that. So it's a labor of love for sure. Does take a little effort on this one, but it's the bittersweet situation, so it's a little bit bitter but sweet at the same time. It's a pretty good veggie if you haven't tried it. So give that a try if you do see it on the Chinese market. But do buy, if you see the thinner ones, they're called the sprouts situation. So those will be a little bit more tender. Of course, there are one that is like even thicker than those. The thicker it is, the harder it is. So it's not going to be as tender. So if you find like sprouts type, that's the one to go. But usually they are more expensive, the sprouts. So just remove the leaf, so as that will cook up a little quicker. And then just shave down the bark and give those veggies a good wash. So for the barbecue wise, we Hong Kong people call it 黯然銷魂飯. So what that is if you haven't seen Stephen Chow movie, in one of his movies he is like a chef, and that is one of his iconic dish. So you have like egg with the barbecue pork rice. That is what we call 黯然銷魂飯. Alright, so just gonna do that. Again, this is a labor of love. As you can see, it does take some love into making this veggies. So just cut that down as well. Alright, so see you guys in around half hour. Alright, so it's been half an hour. A little bit over half an hour actually. So it's looking about done. What we're gonna do now is heat that up with some honey. Ooh, just drizzle that there like I'm Salt Bay or something. Gonna give that a flip. So after you blaze it with the honey, heat it with the honey, give it about 5 to 8 more minutes. About 5 minutes is good. See that drizzling right there? Alright, so that's good. Gonna hit that for another 5 minutes. And while we are waiting for that 5 minutes, we're gonna prepare the rest of the items. So you can have the barbecue pork rice as it is, but I like to make a little bit of a sweet soy sauce. So I have a few things going on. I have the veggies going. I put the stock in first. Now I'm putting the rest. And while the veggie is cooking, I'm gonna make the sweet soy sauce. And then at the same time, I'm gonna fry up the egg. So got a few things going at once. Crunch time, about to eat, baby. Alright, so while that heat up, I'm going to make the sauce. This is a very simple version of the sweet soy sauce, because the original version you have to use like fish stocks and everything, which I'm obviously not gonna do here. So what we're gonna do, of course, start off with some soy sauce. And sugar. So what, that was a little bit of a tablespoon and a half. Around 3 teaspoons of sugar. You can season accordingly, you can taste it. Heat it up with like 3 drops or so of Maggi seasoning. This is very important, so don't need a lot. As I mentioned, people do use fish stock, so to cheat, I'm going to put a little bit of chicken bouillon, not even a fifth of a teaspoon, because I'm not making a lot of the sauce. Alright, let that cook up a little bit. And while that is going, we're going to heat up the eggs, cook up the eggs. Nothing much to see here, just normal eggs. Eggs the way you like it. For this, we will do sunny side up. The OG barbecue pork. Alright. So a few things going at once. Got the veggie cooking, got the soy sauce, got the egg. Alright, back to the soy sauce we go. Just stir it up a little bit, add a bit more water. With the soy sauce, it'll go well with the egg, as well as the barbecue pork and the rice. So this step is a must for me. Alright, maybe a little bit too much water. So I'm gonna heat up a little bit more soy sauce. My wife always said that I make too much sauce every time. So heat it up with a little bit more sugar, like half a tea more. So we have like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 4 teaspoons of sugar, few drops of Maggi, and a little bit of chicken bouillon. So what this is just stirring water. What the stirring water is like cornstarch with water. So it's gonna be a little bit thick as a sauce wise. Gonna hang on to the eggs and the barbecue pork. So you want it a little bit thick. So that's where the stirring water come in. After you add the stirring water, you want to keep it moving. Right, so this is a pretty good consistency, so that's good to go. Now we just need to have the pork out and then assemble everything. So the pork is out of the oven. Just gonna cut it up. Look at that goodness right there, baby. Just gonna plate that up. That's good. Heat that up with a little bit of the soy sauce. Don't forget the egg. Ooh. Might be a little bit too thick, but that's good. Okay. Heat up the veggie as well. Little on the veggies. So there you have it, everyone. It's the iconic barbecue pork bowl. So what I like to do is I like to heat up the yolk. Get that on the rice. Ooh, that goodness right there. So if you like and subscribe already, please like and subscribe for more content.